Nate has been suspiciously quiet in this entire podcast.
He's looking
in the mirror. He got a new haircut. Yeah. He's got a mirror.
About again? All right, everybody. What do you think of my haircut?
I like it. I like it.
Looks good.
No, but he looks like he should be in the Sway house, Scary.
I love it. Honestly, you already... Am I even allowed to say what I said it looks like, or are people going to get mad at me for that?
I think people might get mad.
Gandhi, are we on the same page? What were you going to say?
I said he sort of looks like a Nazi youth.
Oh.
Like, you know how they had that very specific haircut that was, like, off to the side in Nate's face?
I was going to say he looked like an F-boy.
That's the thing.
He's got the F-boy cut.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so not the Nazi youth. I will take it back.
Which is, maybe it's the same thing.
Scotty knows what I'm talking about. I know he does.
I'm not Scotty's Jewish. She's like, I'm Jewish.
No, he laughed at the joke. That was the whole point. Nothing to do with his religion.
It's a fuckboy cut.
And let's move on.
Okay.
So Brody had something he wanted to bring up.
Yeah, I heard on another radio show a scam that I think is terrible, and Scary thinks it's brilliant. And then I want to follow it up with what Sam's boyfriend did in a similar vein. So the scam is, if you're at a sporting event or a concert, right, and there's a long line at the vending locations, you go up to the second person in line, and you offer to pay for their food if they'll buy your food for you, so you don't have to wait online.
That's a great idea.
That's not a scam.
No.
That's just clever.
Yeah, that's not new either. People have been doing that forever.
It's terrible because now you've made everyone else online wait, and they didn't agree to it.
Hold on a second, though. But Sam, you got to tell the story of your
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Hold off on Sam, Scary. Hold off on Sam.
It's her story.
I want to get everybody's opinion on that first.
Okay, go ahead.
Froggy, you go to sporting events. What do you think?
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's very clever.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
I think it's clever.
No.
Brilliant.
Scotty's upset.
You got to pay everybody behind them.
Right.
It's no different than waiting in line for something at a store or something like that. You can't just say to that next person, "Hey, can I just go in front of you?" Because you screw everybody.
Hold on. What if you're what if you're the next person in line and the person says to you, "Hey, I'll buy your food if you just get me a popcorn and a soda, and I'll pay for all of it."
Then I'll say okay.
Do you tell them no?
Okay, so now everybody behind you fucked it.
Oh, so now it's okay.
You've made a
now
side deal. You've made a side deal with the person, and it's an individual deal. Who cares
hold
about
on.
anybody else?
If you're going to order, like, for your 10-person family, then I could see people being upset. But if I'm just telling you, hey, could you get me a chicken finger and a Coke?
Right.
Like, big deal. That's
Now,
not
wait
a lot
second.
of food. That's not a lot of extra
when
food.
I ask Scary if he has a problem with when you're getting off the parkway, if someone lets somebody chisel in at the last second and cut the whole line, he said that's terrible.
Yeah.
You shouldn't allow it.
Agree.
This is the same thing.
It's not the same
But you're
thing.
not offering that person any type of reward for cutting in front of them. You're just being a dick, period.
Right.
Whereas if you offer to buy somebody their food, you are offering them something nice for what they've done for
There
you.
you go.
But
There
you're
you go.
screwed the rest of the line, though, has
Doesn't
to
that-
wait now.
But there's
But
different-
Is anyone
in
really
either case,
screwed
the line
by
is-
chicken fingers?
The line is
And a
screwed
Coke.
in either case,
Yeah,
though.
and a Coke.
It's really about the deal. What Gandhi just said is the crux of it. Who gives a fuck about the rest of the line? It's between you and that person. If you're cutting in front of a person on a parkway, that's dicking everybody over, including the person
right.
you cut.
You just dicked over the whole line at the vending station.
But
What if,
not if you're ordering something small. What's the
but what
big
if you're
deal?
not?
How much more
What if you're
time does
ordering
it
a-
really take? Let's say you order ready. Say like Danielle said, an order of chicken fingers and a soda. How much more time does it really take to get that one order of chicken fingers and a soda?
How
Not
much
much
more
time.
does it take
And
for
you
another car to chisel in front of
No,
you?
you step to the
But
side.
there was no reward for the person who let them in.
Right.
They should have gotten in the back like everybody else did.
Right, and I think what you proposed, Brody, is way better than even what William did. I think that's more okay.
Will you tell the William story
yeah.
now?
Wait. Before we go,
Scary.
you know damn well that, Brody, if somebody comes over to you and offers you that deal, you are fucking taking it.
I'm not doing it because the guy
Oh,
behind
you're
me
going to
is
hold
I'll
the
tell you
integrity of
why.
the line over
I'll
a
tell you
free
why.
meal? Get
I'll tell
out
you why.
of here.
Because the
Give me
guy
a break.
behind me is going to punch me in the back of the head.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. What if
he
he
wants to
doesn't
get
know?
back to the game or the concert.
What if he doesn't know? What if he just thinks
Okay.
it's your friend
What if-
telling
what
you
if the-
last minute
if
what
the-
they want?
What if the guy gives me $20, right? And he wants nachos and a cheeseburger and a soda, and then the girl has to go over to the other side of the counter to get something, a pretzel. It could take a lot more time.
Oh,
The other side of the counter, 3
What?
extra feet
All right,
away.
everybody chimed in. Sam.
Oh, wait.
tell
Garrett's
everybody
mic is off, just for the record.
Oh, Garrett.
Also, if he gave you
There we
$20,
go.
he didn't give you enough for all that stuff.
Right. Oh, you know what I mean, Scotty.
Okay,
Shut
really?
up, Scotty.
Seriously,
Okay.
Scotty?
Garrett, did you have an opinion, Garrett, before we move on to Sam?
No, I'm all for you. You come up to me and say, "Hey, I'll buy your food. Here's $20. You're buying it." I don't. You punch me in the back of the head. You got other issues. If you're worried
Right.
about punching someone about a hot dog, you got to go see someone to talk about that.
So you have no problem cutting the line. Okay, Sam has a story her boyfriend did something that I think is clever, but may also be worse. Go ahead, Sam.
I agree with you with that, Brody. Okay, so we were going to Jenkinson's to see this band perform. We love Go Go Gadgets. And there was a really long line to get in, and William was hungry. So he goes, let's eat first because you can't get food in the club. I said, absolutely not. I want to get on the line. You're on your own, kid. So I was waiting on the line while he's off getting food. I get in, and he's like in 10 minutes later, which is way quicker than the line was. So I'm like, what the hell did you do? He goes, well, I got myself 2 slices of pizza, and then I ordered an extra pie, and then I walked toward the front of the line and just offered whomever will let me cut gets this pizza. So a group of people just let him right in front. So I think that's incredibly clever. I have no problem with it, but I probably would have been really embarrassed if I were there because a whole bunch of people behind you see what's going
It's
on.
important to
awesome.
know
No.
Jenkinson's is a club that holds 3,000 people, and that line is forever. And people were waiting
Forever.
out in the rain on a Friday night,
Yep.
Memorial Day weekend. And furthermore, he's offering and rewarding several people in that line, and
Right.
he's using the pizza to get
Pizza.
from the front to the front.
It worked.
Brilliant.
No one fought
Yeah,
him,
no,
and
it's
he got
brilliant.
in right behind
He
me.
paid a premium
Nobody
to
has
get in.
morality. There's no morality on this morning show.
I would love to see Brody just stand in the front of the line like an asshole, being like, nope, I'm not accepting
Oh,
your
he
free
would.
food.
He would
Nope.
do it. He would
because
tell
all
them-
these people behind me
Right.
I don't know are going to be upset.
And then
Maybe
he'll
for the
cast
pizza.
judgment on those that take the free pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, and especially if the person starts sharing the pizza with people, that's good. If it was me and I was in the line and the person was that clever, I would have been cracking up going, good for you, dude.
Right,
That is
exactly.
Right.
That is funny.
Plus, people in toward the back, they think that William is their friend coming back with the pizza, and they were holding place in line the entire time.
Yes.
So it's not even, for optics-wise, it doesn't look bad. Because like, oh yeah, I know this person. Here's your pizza.
There was like a nice, risky, middle of the line group of people that could have spoken up and been pissed, but no one said anything, so he got away with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, now if it's like 20 people who they jump in front and are like, oh, we'd
Right.
like to
That's-
cut with
that-
this whole group.
yeah, that's
different
different.
story.
Yeah.
But one
right.
person, and the same holds true at the airport in TSA. You know, sometimes somebody has to jump the line because they were late, whatever the reason was. Let them do it. Who cares? If you have time, be a
right.
nice person.
All right, so
free
20
pizza.
is too many, and 1 is okay. So how high can you go? Could 4 people get ahead of you?
No, I'd say 2 is the max.
Yeah,
Who was the
I'll let a
max?
couple in.
2, like a
So
couple.
then at
Yeah.
3, they become assholes. So we're
I think
only
so.
2 people apart, Gandhi. We're only 2 people apart.
And they have to be polite about it.
I have a
Like,
question.
I don't want an asshole in front of me. I don't care if you are one person. If you're being a douche and think you're entitled, no, you can't. But if someone's like nice, has like a peace offering, yeah, okay.
Same, not for
I have a
nothing, but if
question.
you're in line, there's always an asshole in front of you.
That's so true.
Hi-oh.
Does a clueless old person get a pass?
No.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I was standing at the self-checkout at the supermarket, and there's the registers are here, then it's the aisle, and people wait like right behind the aisle. Some old lady with a little thing like walked right in front of everybody and went to the next thing when there's like 15 people online, and half of them like, yo, lady, but I was like, whatever. I mean, the problem
Right.
is she's not going to know how to use the self-checkout anyway,
Right.
and it's going to
slow
take so
things down
freaking
even
long.
more. Right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I
but
got
don't
one-
you
I got-
think of things like in terms of your parents? Like if my mom did that and somebody, I mean, I know she's not a little old lady, but if somebody yelled at her, I would be irate.
Well,
You
yeah.
just have to be nice to
I
people.
didn't
like
yell
you
at
be
her, but
nice-
I'm thinking in my head it's going to take so long because she doesn't know how to use it. That's
But
all.
Yep.
you know how you also have to think about it? One day that will be you.
Yeah, but then there's the
Yeah,
other
hopefully.
side of the coin. Even when that looks like me, you guys, I'm sorry. I can guarantee you I'm going to use that card, even when it's not true. I'm sorry. I had to wait in line. I didn't know. I knew.
Totally. And you know what? If
All
you're
right.
90 and cripple or whatever and you're leaned over your cart, you deserve it.
Be 90 years old, give me the
Take-
bird.
Have you guys
Yeah.
noticed Nate has been suspiciously quiet
Yeah.
in this entire podcast?
He's looking
He
in the
got a new
mirror at his new
haircut. Yeah. He's got a
Talking
mirror.
about again? We're talking about you.
All right.
We're actually talking about you.
I
No,
got
it's,
one more that Nate can chime in on.
Okay.
So I may go ahead. Sorry,
Go,
Nate. Did you
go.
want to say something?
No, go.
All right. So I was
Wait,
at a.
can I ask whose dogs are
seriously,
My,
I
barking
they're
think
my
I'm
dogs.
distracted
They're
by
my
it.
dogs.
Sheesh.
See, your dogs are yelling at you about your stance on this line.
No, someone
cut
just
the
cut them in
dogs?
line. They're upset.
Yeah.
So I was at a Weird Al Yankovic concert, and there was a meet and greet afterwards,
Oh,
right?
God.
And there was a
Gary with
long.
Right
No,
there.
Scary wasn't with me. There was a long line to get to the table where Al was signing autographs, and a guy in a wheelchair with a broken foot got pushed to the front of the line because he was in a wheelchair with a broken foot. Now, why couldn't he wait online? He's in a wheelchair. He's sitting comfortably. Why does a broken foot get him to cut the line? There's no reason for that.
Why not? Because he broke his foot.
I'm with Brody on this one.
He's sitting.
Thank you, Froggy.
You don't get special treatment because you broke your foot. That's not me. Why do you deserve to get to meet Weird Al before somebody else? Because you broke your foot.
What if he broke his foot saving a baby from a runaway cart?
Right.
You don't know how he broke that foot.
I was going to go. He just returned home from war. He just.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
hold on.
maybe it's having the wheelchair, having the wheelchair there. It's bulky and takes up a lot of space in the line, and so they would rather get that person.
That's like
Brody's
people
point
who
is
use.
he's comfortable sitting there. He's sitting the entire
He's
time.
sitting. I was standing for 45 minutes in the heat waiting
That's
to
the
get an
same
autograph.
as the
And he's
people.
sitting
Lucky you for
comfortably.
being able to stand. You should enjoy that a little bit more.
No,
He was
fuck
holding-
that guy.
He was
I'm with
drinking a
Gandhi.
beer.
I'm with
Oh.
Gandhi.
He was
Fuck
sitting
that
in the
guy.
chair. Some guy was pushing him.
It's the
He's drinking
same-
a beer. He gets to cut the line.
The same people use the wheelchair shit to get in front of line at like attraction rides, like at Disney. Oh, we have a. Oh,
I
we have
did
to go
that.
No, that's bullshit. You're.
It was great.
Right. You see?
I couldn't ride a damn ride, but all my friends rode it because I tore my ACL. You're welcome, friends.
No, but see,
I went
that's
through that for
wrong.
you.
Why? Why do your friends?
No, but
get to-
They were pushing me
Because
around.
they were with her. If
Yeah.
you're
She
with the
didn't go
group,
on the
you get
ride.
to do it.
But she didn't go on the ride.
That's a
Finally,
loophole.
someone crossed the line
Unfortunate
with
loophole.
Froggy.
Exactly. My friends missed out on my company on that ride. How sad for them.
Oh, whatever.
It's
This is-
terrible.
The worst
Bullshit.
are
I'm gonna
the
do the
worst
same
is the
thing next
people. But the worst, you have to admit, the people that don't have injuries and then they pretend and they bring a wheelchair and then that karma's gonna bite your ass.
Yeah,
And
that's
once-
not cool.
I mean, that's just
When
not
I
cool.
see people bust out like a neck brace or a crutch after they've parked in the handicap spot and they get out of the car, I'm like, you rat bastard.
You gotta hit him and then make an honest person
You are
out of
such a
him.
liar.
Can
Isn't it called the,
can I say
Florida-
something about
go ahead.
handicap spots real quick? And I'm no, it's not going to piss anybody off, but it just annoys me a little bit. So if I'm at the supermarket and I watched this happen one time, there was a handicapped spot or disabled, whatever you want to call it, and then a regular spot right next to it. So the person that had the handicap permit pulled into the handicap spot. Why not pull into the spot right next to it and let another handicap person that really needs it use that spot? It boggled my mind and bothered me.
Well, a lot of times handicap spots have the space on
No,
either
this one
side.
didn't. No, there was no.
Okay.
It wasn't
Oh
a
no,
van.
Nate.
You're
oh,
a
no.
handicap parking vigilante. You're
Why
just so
didn't
mad
you
for
ask,
other people.
Scotty?
I just feel
You
like,
should have asked.
I just feel like some people that have those permits that maybe don't really need them, just like, yeah, I get the spot, but you could just take the one right next to it so
Yeah,
you could
that's a
save
good
it for
point,
someone
actually,
else.
yeah.
That needs it.
I'm Team
Totally.
Scotty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Froggy, is it called the Florida Miracle? Where old people get on planes in New York in wheelchairs, and then when the plane lands in Florida, they walk right off the plane.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Same
Yep.
thing.
Southwest.
We had this.
Right.
This was a topic recently, and my favorite kind of callers who called in, or maybe a few years ago, whatever, said my son is in a wheelchair. He needs to be. He will be in on his entire life. Having said that, he is a complete asshole. Like he'll roll over people's feet on purpose and thinks no one's gonna say anything to him because he's in a wheelchair. I'm like, that's
The miracle flights.
Yeah,
that's
that's
my
not cool.
favorite kind of person to know about.
If you come on on the wheelchair, I would go off the flight in the wheelchair as well.
No,
At
but
least
they
be
exit
first.
last,
Sure.
Danielle. They exit last.
Oh,
so they have
yeah,
to
okay.
wait.
Right. They
All
get
of a
on
sudden-
first, get off
Oh,
first.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're magically
Mile high
healed.
miracle.
Yeah, they get on first, they fly, and when
Yeah.
they land, they're healed.
Florida Miracle.
It's magic. The friendly skies are magical.
Nate, what are you doing, bro?
Well, so we're set up here in the studio, but it's hard to hear you, Sam, and Garrett from my position.
Really?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I've only heard like half of the conversation
Oh.
the entire time.
They didn't say anything much, really. You didn't miss much.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Okay, I think I heard what you said. Are
Well,
we
long
done?
story short, Nate, if you were in the front of a line and somebody offered to pay you for your food or to pay for your food and then buy their own food if they could just cut, would you let it happen?
Absolutely.
There you go.
See?
And to that
Everybody would let
point,
it happen.
If somebody is if I'm on an on ramp or something and somebody wants to cut in front of me, if they want
Oh.
to ball up a $20 bill and throw it in my window,
Oh my God! There you
yeah,
go. The
sure.
$20.
All
I
right.
agree with you,
Fuck
but just
yes.
on their own, screw them. They should have been better. Yeah,
Right.
And I still don't believe that Brody wouldn't take the money and run
I think you would take
and
the money.
take the food, the chicken fingers.
We're
He
gonna
would
have
take
to
the
set this
money-
up.
No, he would take
the
the money
chicken
and not buy
fingers.
their food.
No, I'm not a criminal, Nate.
He'd hide it in his pockets.
Maybe, yeah.
Are we done?
I think I think
We are
that's
done
it.
in 5 seconds.
Oh wow!
Bye.
Awesome. It's been real, guys.
Well, Scary, what's your opinion on? Oh, we're out of time.
Bye.